Hello guys, we're back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through resource provisioning, guys. So basically resource provisioning is nothing but allotting, guys. So basically what is provisioning? It is nothing but allotting things, right? Yes. So it means selecting, deploying and runtime management of the software like database, server management, load balancer and hardware resources like CPU storage for ensuring good performance of application. So if you are selecting these things based on your requirements, so that concept is a resource provisioning, guys. So it could be of three types. So the first two types will be really easy: static and dynamic, guys. We all know, right? So static provisioning. Okay, so here we are having some predefined and unchangeable demands. Okay, so advanced preparation of resources, okay, charged as a flat fee or billed on month basis. Okay, so like every 15 to 25 you need more RAM computation than power. Okay, so previously known and fixed. So basically assume, so I'll be explaining you guys, I just read it, right? So I'll be explaining you now. So basically whenever you know exactly, like you are running a website, guys, so I'll be giving you mostly with respect to websites only, guys. So assume that you are running website, okay, and every first 15 days you will not have that much traffic. It will be normal, but once you reach the 15th day, 15th to 25, the traffic will be really high, and after that you don't know, after that again it will be low. So every month this pattern is there, guys, for sure. Okay, so in this situation we might go for static provisioning. So basically you know the exact pattern, right? So from when to when it should be in this way. So at this time you can give a prediction like, so for these days I need this much of RAM and this much of space, and in these days I want to increase my RAM by this much, and after that again I want to decrease my RAM this much. So if you know exactly the internal pattern which will happen, you will be going for static provisioning, guys. Whereas dynamic provisioning, so dynamic provisioning is nothing but you don't know the forecast, like how it will be. So at that time we'll be moving on to the dynamic resource provisioning. So demand of application may change and vary. So it is the best example for this will be website, guys. So in websites we cannot say when the traffic will be high or when the traffic will be low, guys. So that is the reason why they always use a dynamic resource provisioning, guys, if they want their server to be on 24/7. Okay, yes, like available for all the time. Okay, similarly allocates more resources when needed and removes as per the use. So basically it is done automatically. Okay, so the third type is nothing but user self provisioning. So basically here the user should only manually add things, so it is not static, it is not dynamic. Okay, yes, so resources are purchased in the form of web forms, creates accounts and uses the resources, that's it. So basically he will be assigning everything and he will be doing it manually. So that is the reason why it is called as a user self provisioning. Okay, yes, so I hope everyone got some basic idea about these topics, right? Yes, so now we are done with the first unit, guys. So in the next lecture let us go through the important topics of this unit. After that we will be moving on to the next unit. Okay, yes, so let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you, thanks for watching.